Attention all Star Wars fans, this is a Rebel transmission. Stay tuned for the following broadcast. Hi my dear fellow fan friends, jcat here. Here today to talk about Anakin Skywalker the Chosen One, Prophecy. Now, as Ben Kenobi said in A New Hope, the Force is an energy field. It surrounds every living thing, but it also balances the light and dark of the universe. The light side and the dark side. The yin and yang, as you call it. Now getting back to Anakin Skywalker. He's the chosen one because he has both halves. Anakin, the light side, always caring for his friends and comrades and never letting go of a challenge even though it's difficult for him. Being a very strong character individual. And the dark side of Anakin. Darth Vader, cruel, selfish, angry, totally into the Sith Lord phase of electrocuting somebody. The yin and yang, you get it? Light, dark, the balance. It's so much bigger, people. If you want more of an explanation, you should watch Clone Wars and go to Season 3 and look for a 3-part marathon, Star Wars The Clone Wars Ghost of Mortis. It explains everything. And of course, Anakin in this era is followed around by 3 ghost-like beings, father, daughter, and son. Some call them the Mortis gods. But Anakin is so much more than a Jedi or Sith Lord. He is meant for so much more. To take the Father's place as the chosen one. The one that would balance the Force. Light, darkness, the balance. It's so much bigger. In this realm, he unleashes a power like no other, causing the Force to balance around him. Even the stars dance. Everything danced. And light and dark, daughter and son, were pushed back because they represent both halves of the Force, light and dark. But the reason of transition of Darth Vader, I gotta tell you, happened because Anakin Skywalker ran away from his destiny and refused to take the Father's place. But the Father warned him, you leave now and your selfishness shall haunt you, and the galaxy. And he wasn't kidding, because we all know what happens next. He will literally become Darth Vader if he does not take the Father's place. But turns out, close to the 3rd episode, he did bring balance. Because he defeated both son and daughter, causing them both to fall to the ground and die. Which balanced the Force because now the Force is equal. However, this will transcend to an interesting story of how it links to the Star Wars universe at large. Now, Star Wars Mortis is outside of time. Kind of like Narnia. If you look at Narnia, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was also outside of time. Time works differently there. They turned into adults and everything while they fell back into the wardrobe and became kids again. Now this will work in reverse. This timeline is a short distance, meaning like whatever happens there happens outside of time. However, it'll affect the main timelines in the Star Wars universe at large. Turning everything into whatever happens in that universe. Whatever choice Anakin makes affects the Star Wars universe at large. Like say the one part where he joined the Sun would affect him becoming Darth Vader. And the part where he accidentally killed the daughter and got the daughter killed would affect the universe of the Sith taking over. But in the end, he restored balance by killing both sides. However, even though the balance is restored in this part of the universe, it would take years for the balance to restore in the universe at large, causing different timelines to be affected, such as Anakin becoming Darth Vader, the big war between the clone trooper attacks and everything, and the rise of the Empire, and even the fall of the Empire and Return of the Jedi. But eventually it comes down to Darth Vader throwing Sidious down a reactor shaft and the Force being balanced, proving once and for all he was the chosen one because he balanced the Force in the time of need. And in Mortis, he became the chosen one. As we saw him again in Ahsoka Tano, that's when he was the chosen one in full glory. We also have the story of how he saved Ahsoka Tano in Mortis. When the daughter died, she gave Ahsoka her light. I believe this will result in Ahsoka either going back to Mortis and probably becoming the daughter. And that's what a lot of fans seem to think. May the Force be with you until next time. Fan friends, jcat here. If you're new to my channel, please hit that like, subscribe, and comment. This message was brought to you by sand. It's everywhere. Get used to it. And viewers like you. Thank you. And don't miss next week's episode of Ahsoka Tano. Same time, same channel.